Hello, it's Savannah. I have red dyed hair if you didn't know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
We tried out the root spray and the root powder, so I like to use a root touch-up. But newly, I also have added a bleach streak. When I want to do fun little backwards bangs and things like this, the roots are dark and I think it just makes it look a little messy. I don't love it. Keep in mind, I do have a more yellow, not a super bleach and tone blonde. So today we're going to test out a blonde spray versus a blonde root powder. I'll let you know the textures, the smells, the wear tests, and see which one actually lasts, which one works, and which one covers the dark roots better. Let's just get right into it. Powder first. It's the Jar Good Hairline Binding Powder Root Touch-Up in light blonde. Got it clipped up so we can kind of get that section better. It's got like the little brush on the bottom and then our pressed powder on the top. Let's give her one swipe, see how pigmented she is. Pretty pigmented. And I think she is gonna go good with my yellow. I was a little nervous it might be white. She does have a light hue of yellow. She's kind of, that'd be a pretty eyeshadow. It's just a gorgeous buttery yellow color. Very light blonde. Wait, my roots are just like disappearing. That was the goal, but I'm impressed with how quickly that... It is kind of light. When you do go to do it, it is a loose. It's not as pressed as the red was. Looks like there's a mirror. It's just got a cover on it. Whoa. I wonder how pigmented this is. Actually, we're gonna test it because now I want to know, can I give myself like a random little blonde streak? It's obviously matte because of the powder. It's not like a shiny anything, but it does just kind of dull the color. Not fully hide it. Kind of makes it look gray. Somehow though, those dark roots, let's get right there. Okay. Do I need to move them like this and do like that? So you can obviously still see a little bit compared to the beginning of this video though. Look at that. Now I can have my fun little streak and have it backwards. Doesn't have a smell. The texture just like adding a light powder to your hair, but it doesn't really dry it out too much where it feels dry and flaky and cakey. It doesn't feel dandruffy at all. It just doesn't feel silky and soft as the rest of my hair maybe. It feels slightly powdery. It's a soft powder. It doesn't seem to be rubbing off too much. I think a black shirt would be more telling. Let me go in and add one more coat just because I think you can still see a little bit of my roots. And I don't have that dark of roots, to be honest. People definitely have darker roots, but I think it helped blend it. More fun headbands and things. What do you think? Does it camouflage well? Can you tell? Do you think I just naturally grow a little one patch of blonde? Does it look like I bleach it? I'm actually really excited. And let's see. Hello, this is editor Savannah in the post. Quick little note, I didn't think you'd be able to notice. This is a few hours after and I dyed my eyebrows red. I filmed a video if you'd like to watch, you can watch it. But I did not really think you'd be able to tell, but you definitely can tell. So obviously I took my sweater off, but I did dye my eyebrows too. I just thought, really not that noticeable, but in these videos I was like, wow, that was what was happening with the brows if you were wondering. Okay, back to the real video. I took off my sweater and I was like, oh, maybe I should leave that on so you guys understand. It's the same day, okay, and I've been testing it out. Now I do have a comment and a thought throughout the day. I noticed while it is blended and a bit more camouflaged, it does kind of look like I bleached it or attempt to touch up the roots and didn't let it sit and develop long enough. So I don't think I love the powder. I do like it. If you look at it when they're kind of more blended and forward, it does look nice because it just doesn't look dark white red because the roots look dark compared to the blonde. It just looks more blendable and easy if you were to do something like this or side or even have it down. You don't really need it as much. There's my update on the powder. I am really excited to try the spray just so that we can compare. I do like the powder touch up of the red, but I honestly prefer my L'Oreal sprays. Maybe we save best for last. Let's find out. It's time for the spray. Now I do know you need to be a little bit careful of your skin, and your other hair needs to kind of be guarded when you use this. I'm hoping it works a little bit better at actually covering the dark roots. Here's what the back of the bottle says. It says customized for light blondes with dark roots. We're aiming for this, but you can have dark hair. My hair's not nearly that dark really, but we're in this spectrum, so we should be able to get here. Give her a good shake.
Shake, 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 Sinora.
They do have this nice little nozzle. I don't have any like cardboard or head coverings, so I guess I'll just go like this. Well, I can't really see if I do that, so I think I can just like do this. And Mr. Bones, hold on, I'm doing a video. He's squeaking his purse. Okay, are you ready? Let's test this bad boy out. Oh. It's really wet and yellow on my hand. Look at, you can see the crisp where my towel was. Move it down a little. Make sure I get all my roots. I feel like I could give myself a fake highlight with this one easier. Just for fun. Yeah, you can. I don't want that though. You could give yourself highlights with this stuff. Is this stuff like that Halloween hairspray and they're just packaging it all year round? Oh, you're supposed to let it dry for 1 minute and you're supposed to spray 6 inches away. I might have been too close. So it does say it resists transfer, but sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, the red one, if I put too much product, I'll have a little transfer on white things. So I'm testing it, and I think that this one's good. No yellow's coming off. It's nice and dry. It is a little crunchy like a hairspray. Mr. Bones wants to add in that he thinks it looks good. I do think you can still just see my roots. Am I crazy? Crazy picky kinda, yeah. Okay, and now I'm gonna spray right here because I think that's what's adding some of that darkness. That's really wet. I was too close. It does get on your face. Just wipe it off before it dries. Okay, I do think these are nice in a pinch touch-ups. I don't think dark to blonde covers as well as dark to colored or dark to dark, you know what I mean? My hair is not even that dark, honestly, so if your hair really was the darkest, it's gonna give you a nice blend and make your roots look not as harsh. But maybe. Okay, I'm starting to, it's growing on me. I was gonna say it's not freshly bleached, but it is growing on me. We're gonna take it throughout my day and I'll see. Okay. The lazy girl hairstyle of the day, I'm just wearing it down. This is like day 3, 2.5 of my blowout. I brushed it and I touched up my roots and that's it. Texture wise, the sprays do have a little bit of a gritty, volumizing, texturizing hairspray texture, where the powder is just a creamy, soft powder. It doesn't add a glisten or anything. I think this does, since it's kind of wet to dry, add a little bit more shine than the powder does, so I like that. But I prefer the feeling of the powder over this. This does make me sometimes want to scratch my scalp a little, do a little bit of that. And I do feel like I really want to wash it out when I use root spray. The powders, it just kind of slowly dissipates. These, the texture feels like it's there. Let's see if the color stays all day. This is my update on the hair. It's about 8 hours later. I would say it's still rocking good. Me and Bones did just get back from a walk and we were almost hit. My family almost just made a lot of money and I think my hair would have remained looking fabulous still. If you want to go light to dark, the powder is perfect. If you have any color option, I think the spray works the best because I know the red works well. I know the blonde works well. Just keep in mind the texture. It doesn't have much of a scent. I hope you can hear me good. Sorry about the traffic. I really do love the good root sprays because it's not honestly that great to get your hair done that often. In my opinion, I think having long hair, you have to kind of give it some time to grow in between. At least that's what works for me. So these are the perfect root cover-ups. I definitely think that the powder could work in a pinch, but I think someone needs to make some sort of like a magnetic compact with multiple colors that you can do yourself. As I said earlier, what if your hair starts to fade? You want to have multiple options. You know how I said there's a little tiny hint of the roots? I want to see with the two combo. So we've already got the spray, but let's add a little blendy blend of the powder. No, you can still kind of see it. It's just still got that depth to it. It's not bright enough. I definitely do love these. I'm obsessed with them. I think this could work for grays, really light hairs. It does kind of hint it, like we showed you on a piece. It doesn't really do anything crazy if you had red. It really wasn't that. This has way better pigment, way better payoff, and I definitely even think it lasts until you fully wash it off, where this dissipates. I really do like it. Don't worry, Mean Bones are safe. We didn't get hit by a car. That was really weird. Kind of did look like he was looking at his phone, so don't text and drive. I love you so much. I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you next week. Bye!